looked in Bams and Toys R Us and Bradley's and here and every place that has any. We even went in Vermont.
Where did you go to get a Cabbage Patch doll?
Boston.
To Boston?
Yes.
Each Cabbage Patch Kid is different. They have different clothes, faces, hair, and skin color. And they each have a name. They're all born in the Orient, but they get their shots and final touches in New York. And young parents can't wait to get their hands on them.
My children relate because they are adopted, so they relate to them.
With all the dolls that are for sale, including some that do remarkable things, what is it that makes this doll so precious?
They're the first one-of-a-kind, lifelike, adoptable dolls available to the mass market at an affordable price.
We'll get to the affordable price later. Right now, the problem is availability. And one of our viewers found that one store in her area would only sell her a Cabbage Patch Kid if she bought other toys as well.
I called Kitty Mart and asked if they had them. And he said they were only selling them to the regular customers. I said, well, how do you know who your regular customer is? He said, well, just come in and put $75 on layaway, and when you pick it up, I'll sell you a doll.
People who do give us layaways often are given the preference of a Cabbage Patch doll if they want one. Now, in order to buy a Cabbage Patch doll from us, you don't have to give us a layaway. When they come in sufficient quantities so that we can put them on the shelves, they're open to this, for sale to everybody.
How many dolls do you usually get in a shipment when you get Cabbage Patch Kids?
Very few. When we get them from the wholesalers, we're lucky if we get 6 at a time.
It may not seem fair, but it is legal to require a customer to put $75 in layaway to qualify for a Cabbage Patch doll. Of course, the doll must be delivered before Christmas, and that's when Terry is going to get hers.
I'm going to see that you get a Cabbage Patch doll before Christmas, not after Christmas, before Christmas, at whatever price it costs me.
Which brings us to the question of cost. Because the Cabbage Patch Kids are such hot tickets, some are being scalped. They've become black market babies. According to Coleco, they should cost under $25.
We spent $39.
One lady grabbed 6, paid for 6 dolls, and went out on the highway here up at the Bayway Circle, put a sign up on her car, and sold the dolls for $55 a piece within a half hour's time.
Can I have 2?
Just one per customer.
The customers were standing in front of this store at 7 o'clock this morning. The store didn't open until 9, and only a few Cabbage Patch dolls were going on sale. Once the coupons were given out to those few parents who would be allowed to buy a doll, the word was given out that the dolls would be given out behind the store, out back at the freight entrance. And then the race was on. Otherwise dignified, calm, mannerly parents broke into a sprint.
Well, I had to take what they gave me, and they gave me a boy, and I wanted a girl. This is my second trip around. My husband works here, and I can't even get what I want.
I missed work. I'm late for work to get this for my little girl. I'm not going to tell my boss. I'm trying to get there now.
I'm so excited. We waited here since 7:30, and I was just ecstatic. In fact, I ran around and got another ticket.
And within a matter of minutes, it was over. You did not get a Cabbage Patch doll this morning.
No, I did not.
How badly do you want one?
Very, very badly.
One woman told us she's going to call her sisters in Nebraska and Illinois to see if they can get her a doll. If not, she's going to drive to Pennsylvania.
What is it, 2 hours to go to Pennsylvania? I think it's worth going there. If not, I'll try California. I have a niece that lives in California. I'll go all over.
Things have reached such a point that this store in Clifton, New Jersey has set up a Cabbage Patch trading post. They decided it doesn't matter much that the doll retails for $21 if you can't buy one. So they'll pay you $40 for any Cabbage Patch doll you bring in, and then they'll turn around and sell it for $50. You just spent $50 for a doll that cost $20.
True.
Should have cost $20.
Should have cost $20, right?
Why?
Because by the time I go looking in the stores, it'll cost me $30 in gas and aggravation.
This is what all the fuss is about. Why are full-grown adults fighting over these? Well, here's one reason.
I want to get it.
Josh Howell, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Whoa.
Where are you going?
Do you want to take it? Can we take it out?
Pardon me?
Can she take it out and look at it? No.
No.
You've seen the pictures on TV. People screaming, clawing,
fighting over Coleco's Cabbage Patch dolls, some willing to pay double and triple the retail price to get one of the few dolls available. Well, anytime that many people want something that badly, there's money to be made. Well, that thought, that idea, has occurred to the woman who lives in this house in Bloomfield, New Jersey. Her name is Farah Yakovon. She makes dolls as a hobby, and a few months ago she decided to make a Cabbage Patch doll for one of her kids.
I bought the pattern for my daughter to make her a gift for Christmas, and a couple of my friends' children for Christmas. And as I was making these dolls, my friends and neighbors came in and they said, "Oh, look how nice. I want one too." And one of my friends even brought it to work and was passing it around, and next thing I know, I was starting to get inundated with orders.
Farah says the dolls are not hard to make. She can make about 2 a day, but her dolls do not come with adoption papers. Now, in case you're thinking to yourself, as I did, gee, it sounds like there might be a copyright infringement here. Well, take a look at this. A magazine put out by a company called Plaid has, inside it, complete instructions on how to make Little People Pals, which are identical with Cabbage Patch dolls.
If they were concerned about a copyright problem, they certainly wouldn't have put out the magazine then. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just doing it for people who can't get the dolls.
Farah Yakovon is not trying to pass her dolls off as Coleco's Cabbage Patch dolls either. In fact, in at least one way, hers are a little better than the mass-produced versions. Coleco's dolls have plastic heads. Farah's dolls have fabric heads, just like the original dolls that Coleco is copying. Mark Haynes, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Visions of sugar plum are dancing in the heads of shopkeepers hereabouts. They got a big shot of hope today out of today's shopping frenzy. The Shop Till You Drop crowd was still at it tonight on Long Island. At the Roosevelt Field Mall, they were just as hungry for a bargain at closing time as they were at daybreak. When the doors flew open this morning at Macy's, and all across the nation for that matter, it marked the start of what is traditionally, if not literally, the busiest shopping day of the year. More on the frenzy now from David Navarro. David?
As the sounds of Christmas filled the air in the Newport Center Mall in Jersey City, shoppers prepared for war.
The line starts this way. Comes along here, down the Barbie aisle, down the Fisher Price, and up the game aisle.
It was so bad, a frustrated Anna Mavrianos decided to throw in the towel early as she pushed her way out of the store in hopes of returning on another day.
I can't even get in the aisles to actually go and shop, so I'm not even going to bother. I'd rather just leave. The line is all around from there to there, so it's ridiculous to me to even go inside.
But she better not take too long to return. With Thanksgiving falling relatively late in November this year, consumers have 5 fewer shopping days till Christmas. So what is hot this year? Well, if you haven't bought Junior the Nintendo 64 system yet, you're already out of luck.
Nintendo 64, if you don't get it today, you're probably not going to find it. Tickle-Me-Elmo from Tycho Preschool. It's a favorite character. He laughs. He has a good time. Holiday Barbie is in good supply, so people should be able to find her. She's about $34.99.
Products tied to movies are also expected to do well. Even clothing, after 3 years of seeing flat sales, is now on the hot list this year. And as usual, retailers are doing all they can to lure shoppers away from their competitors.
Shops are opening earlier to try to ensure that customers come in. They're also holding big sales early in the morning to bring the shoppers in. We have a big shopping frenzy, and we want to try to spread the shopping out over the entire day so that our consumers don't get angry about the long lines.
Traditionally, the day after Thanksgiving is the busiest shopping day of the season. But several merchants we spoke to say they believe tomorrow and the weekend before Christmas will be even busier. Reporting from the Garden State Plaza in Paramus, David Navarro, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
The hot Christmas toy this year is Tickle-Me-Elmo, and frantic parents are rushing to find one. Take a look at this. Shoppers stormed a Kmart in Canton, Illinois on Sunday, desperate to buy the doll. One person caught it all on video. Shoppers ran down the aisles and piled on top of one another, grabbing for one of only 12 Elmos. Definitely not enough to satisfy this desperate crowd. I'd like to know what these toys do.
Well, you tickle it, and yeah, I think he does something.
Oh, okay.
That's the news for now. I'm Diana Williams.
Nightline's next for Diane, Sam, all of us. I'm Bill Butel. Good luck and be well.
Well, brace yourself, Christmas shoppers. In Denver, they are getting a big but expensive laugh out of what may be the highest priced Tickle-Me-Elmo doll in the entire world. These giggles cost the buyer $7,100. $7,100. No. The money was paid at auction. The cash goes to help needy children in Denver. Not since the Cabbage Patch doll or maybe Power Rangers have we had anything like Tickle-Me-Elmo, this year's holiday toy phenomenon. Now, if you can't find this toy, you are not alone. We sent Judy Licht on a search for Elmo. She's here to tell us if she got lucky. Judy.
I can't stand the pressure. Maybe it was Friday the 13th. First, there were the Crusades in search of the Holy Grail. Then came the hunt for Red October. But I tell you, nothing comes close to the trials and tribulations trying to track down a Tickle-Me-Elmo. The premise of one of this season's big holiday movies, Arnold Schwarzenegger's a dad in search of the season's hottest toy, Turbo Man. He nearly gets trampled to death trying.
They're all gone.
Seems silly? This is a home video taken of a store in Canton, Illinois earlier this week where parents were trying to find this year's hottest toy, Tickle-Me-Elmo.
There's something funny going on. It's new Tickle-Me-Elmo. Your child tickles Elmo, and he talks.
That tickles.
There's no indication that it was going to be what it has become. It's amazing.
Maybe not, but the marketing folks at Tyco Toys are tickled pink over Elmo and having the last laugh.
It just brings out, I mean, I think the happiness in everybody.
Oh, sure.
I tried to get Tickle-Me-Elmo.
But you work in a toy store.
Yes, I do, but they run out so fast, it's a shame. They hide stuff from us. They don't ever let us know when it comes in.
So I got a call from Florida and from Massachusetts asking me to look for Tickle-Me-Elmo in New York.
Oh, wow, that tickles. Do you know where I can find a Tickle-Me-Elmo?
No more in stock.
Tyco's hired 5 people just to field the 68,000 desperate phone calls they get.
Good luck on your search.
I'm an honest woman. Really, I am. I've never taken anything in my life. Nah, I can't do it. I can't.
I gave up. It's impossible.
But we did find playful puppies and karate critters. But no.
Where's your Christmas spirit?
Where indeed? Well, I finally did find a Tickle-Me-Elmo. Not in any store, mind you, but in my assistant news director's office. It belongs to his daughter, Emily Fader, and she is a lucky little girl. They bought it before Thanksgiving. That was the secret.
And don't call because he's not giving it away, right?
No, I know. I had a promise to bring it right back upstairs.
Yeah. Thanks, Judy. That was fun.
Judy. He's a barrel of laughs, but some parents may not be laughing about the asking prices for Elmo. We'll explain the pocketbook pain. Some parents may not approve, but bids are out for those hard-to-find Tickle-Me-Elmo dolls, the hottest gift this holiday season. And here's what some people are looking to get from desperate parents who will pay just about any price, $750 each. Classified ads for Elmo are in today's New York Times, with people offering the doll for a price from as far away as Australia. I think Tickle-Me-Elmo should be green instead of red.
And when we come back, we're going to tell you how a Tickle-Me-Elmo doll turned a car deal on the brink into a done deal. That'll be next after this. The Tickle-Me-Elmo phenomenon has entered a whole new league. A woman trying to close a deal on a new car didn't have enough money to do it, but she did have a Tickle-Me-Elmo. Tappy Phillips tells us what happened next.
It may be the most unusual car transaction ever made. Last night, Linda DeVito was trying to negotiate a lease on a new Sentra, but she just didn't have enough money.
It didn't work out well because I owed money on my car still, so I said as a joke, you know, I'll throw in my Elmo doll. And Pete, the salesman, took it into his boss. He came out, he said, I'll take it. I was just shocked.
The doll was the much sought-after Tickle-Me-Elmo. She bought it last October as a gift for her friend Karen. But the car deal almost fell through this morning when Linda's insurance company raised her payment to cover the new car. But salesman Pete Palikowski said the trade-in of Elmo could cover that too. So how much does it figure now that Elmo is worth on this deal?
Probably close to $2,700.
But Elmo won't stay here in the car dealership. He's going to be used for a good cause. He's going to be auctioned off to raise money for charity. Right, Elmo? And the money raised will go to the nearby community church of Smoke Rise.
We hope to make enough money that we can help a lot of families in the community, not just at Christmas time, but other times with fuel bills and some of their other expenses that they have.
So the church has money for the poor, Linda has a new car, but what about Karen, who was going to get Elmo for Christmas?
Now I have no Tickle-Me-Elmo. There are none to be found anywhere. But I love it. It's the best Christmas present I can give you back.
In Butler, Tappy Phillips, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Well, a missing Elmo mystery has the NYPD anything but tickled this evening. One of the Elmos confiscated from an unlicensed peddler has been stolen from a locked storage area. Stacey Sager reports the department has launched a massive investigation in the Great Elmo Caper.
'Twas the day before Christmas here at the station house, and the cops are stirring because among them there is a louse. There were 6 Elmos like this one. The peddler's task force stored them here with care. They were confiscated from the black market in Midtown, but it seems now one has vanished into thin air.
Who knows? Maybe one of the higher-ups has a grandson who's demanding a Elmo.
Whoever the cop is, Merry Christmas, but I don't think you're going to really enjoy it afterwards, because when they find you out, I'm sure our dear Giuliani, he'll take care of you lovely.
Apparently there is one that's missing, and we're going to do everything that we can to try to find out how that happened, who took it.
Outrageous. Law-abiding? No, I don't think so.
While Internal Affairs investigates this whole scheme, we thought we'd talk to some other vendors about recent Elmos they may have seen. There's the gentleman outside Macy's and his Elmo for a price. So it's $200?
Yeah.
But you're not going to tell me where you got him?
No.
Even though Elmo's kind of nice. And down here on 14th Street, we heard a real clatter, but no Elmos in sight, and vendors don't know what's the matter.
Some people, they go around here to ask for it, but, you know, no news.
No news here?
No, not around here.
Whoever pinched him may have thought it a bigger crime to keep the toy locked up in a building at holiday time. Still, 'twas wrong for any cop to take Elmo from the shelf. Any doubts, just ask the big man himself.
Oh, I think the cop was naughty if he took the Elmo, yes.
In Midtown, Stacey Sager, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Well, if you have kids, you know that window shopping just isn't going to do it this holiday season. Inside those stores are the hottest toys that kids are hoping to get their hands on. Karen Hendren takes stock of the situation, and parents, you should pay attention.
It's 4 weeks before Christmas, but the hottest toy this year is already a no-show on most toy store shelves. It's Furby, a 5-inch pet that speaks its own language. Furbish, of course. While still getting an occasional shipment in, retailers say they can't promise they'll get the toy in stock for Christmas.
We are no longer taking any phone, mail, or internet orders for Furby, as orders have exceeded our allocation for this most popular electronic pet.
Analysts say the manufacturer, Tiger Electronics, planned to sell 1 million Furbies this year and made 2 million just in case. But they're already selling out.
This is as close as many parents are getting to Furby. So some are searching the want ads and internet for this interactive toy and paying several times the price.
There's always one toy that just sort of catches fire and catches the interest of consumers.
But some toy experts say while Furby may be the hot, hard-to-find toy this year, there are a lot of other good choices.
Yes, you do have the hot product that's going to drive consumers into the store, but I think a little bit different this year is you've got a much greater breadth of hot products for the Christmas season.
Following on the heels of such hit toys as Tickle-Me-Elmo and Sing and Snore Ernie, Sesame Street is hoping their walk and talk friends will run out of the stores. Children's movies like A Bug's Life, Rugrats, and a Babe sequel are being released just in time for cross-promotion in the toy aisles. Television hits like Nickelodeon's Blue and Britain's Teletubbies are also slated to be big sellers. And manufacturers have been promising since February's Toy Fair that this year children will want just about anything interactive. Retailers say that's part of the charm behind Furby. It's interactive and at about $30 retail, relatively inexpensive. But manufacturers say interactive toys are more prevalent this season than perhaps ever before. So with so many interactive toys that fall within most family budgets, whatever ends up under the tree, parents are hoping it will bring them their holiday gift, their child's joy. In New York, I'm Karen Hendren reporting.
If you have youngsters at home, chances are you're going to be buying toys within the next couple of weeks.
Chances are, of course, some are more popular than others this holiday season. Judy Licht is here to show us which toys are hot and cool to have. Judy.
Well, you know, anything this year that's hot has to do with a hit movie or a TV show. At least for the littlest kids, if they watch it, chances are they'll want to own it. And with older kids, they'll want to play with what they watch. It often seems that anything interactive and virtual beats real reality every time.
This is Big Action News saying, do you know where your children are?
Well, a lot of the children are watching Rugrats the TV show and the new hit Rugrats movie, so naturally the toys are hot too.
The movie, we've just seen an increase, and really people come in and they want Tommy Pickles, or they want Chucky, or they want Angela.
Ditto anything from A Bug's Life.
Chief Engineer Flick here.
But the bugs and rats are sharing sales slips and shelf space with those weird little English imports, the Teletubbies.
And this is Lala, and she says, uh-oh, and she sings.
And if they don't sing, they dance, or should we say bounce, like Tigger.
Nonsense, what tailors do best.
Of course, by now, almost all of us have heard of what toy stores are beginning to call the F word. F for Furbies.
I can't tell you what he's saying, but I know he wants something.
He sounds like my husband.
Now, like any interactive toy, if you don't play with Furby, he goes to sleep, and you may have to reset him.
Again, he sounds like my husband. And this year's must-have video game, Nintendo 64's much-awaited Zelda, a medieval game of quest. And remember the once-hot Cabbage Patch Kids? They're back. Okay, what does this one do?
She sings.
Let's sing a song. Mary had a little
She babbles.
She could be an anchor woman. I mean, or anchor man, or feature reporter, or any of us for that matter. At any rate, still hot after all these years, according to the folks at Toys R Us, where we shot the story. Anything Hot Wheels or Holiday Barbie. And we're told the only dog of the season, a pig. Poor Babe is not Boffo at the box office or in the toy stores. Sad.
Oh, man.
Babe is not big in the city.
All alone.
No, poor dear.
Too bad.
Oink.
All right. Thank you, Judy Licht.
Finally tonight, some people will go to great lengths to get one of the season's most popular toys.
In Durham, North Carolina, 10 women got into a ring for the chance to get a Furby. A local radio station sponsored a wrestling match in which the last one in the ring would win the Furby. The women were serious, throwing and pinning each other. The Furby winner is giving the toy as a gift to a child.
Rough.
Looks pretty ugly to me.
I'm not sure that's the Christmas spirit there anyways.
Well, there you are.
That's the news for now. Thanks for watching. I'm Diana Williams.
I'm Bill Butel. Nightline up next for all of us. Good luck. Be well. Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend. Bye. For some parents, it represents the holy grail of holiday gifts. It is the highly sought-after Sony PlayStation 2. But if you want one, expect to pay a lot.
Well, now 7 on your side has found some retailers are actually marking up their prices for this item, and it's illegal. Tappy Phillips joins us now with the details. Tappy.
And you can see why people want that. This game is amazing. It has enhanced graphics and capabilities to play CDs and DVDs. This holiday season, the new Sony PlayStation 2 has captivated and confounded parents trying to find it. But now some retailers are capitalizing on the shortage, and we found some of them breaking consumer laws. Long lines and crazed fans. It's all part of PlayStation pandemonium ever since Sony launched their sought-after new product in October.
The best thing that ever happened to me, baby. That's it. I'm ready. Everyone's ready, right? Who has the PlayStation 2?
But unfortunately for PlayStation players, demand has far outpaced supply. And now during the holidays, the $300 PlayStations have become costly commodities.
Parents are scrambling on a treasure hunt looking for Sony PlayStation 2.
Online on eBay, bids boom to thousands of dollars. And 7 on Your Side has found small electronic retailers selling them for nearly as high.
$750 with one game?
Yes, we have PlayStation 2.
You do?
$7.99.
Why do you charge $900?
It's really tough to get it.
And according to Consumer Affairs, it's not illegal for retailers to charge more.
It's legal to sell it for more than that as long as the consumer knows they're paying more than the manufacturer's suggested retail price.
The MSRP is the manufacturer's suggested retail price. If stores fail to display it on the package, it is a violation. And at the 3 retailers we visited, none posted the PlayStation's MSRPs anywhere in the store.
7 games, an extra controller, 2 memory cards, a dual impact controller, and a DVD remote, and that's like $1,099.
$1,099. Yeah. Retailers told us they didn't think they had to display the MSRP, but said they would include it in the future. Savvy consumers should know the MSRP before you walk into the store. That way you know what the markup is. And if you're still looking for a PlayStation, Sony tells us more than 1 million will be manufactured before March. After Christmas, of course. By then, they think the price will come down.